Introduction. Wondering what's in it for you? Well, it's about gaining empowerment through a deeper understanding of the ever-changing world we live in today. Have you ever paused to reflect on the constantly shifting landscape of our modern world? How frequently do you contemplate the consequences of the rapidly evolving technological and social dynamics? What impact do these changes have on you, your rights, and your position in society? As our world undergoes swift transformations, every facet of our lives is in flux. From the way we engage with others to our interactions with finances, education, and even our digital identities. This summary provides insights into some of the most significant concerns shaping our era. We explore emerging issues such as the ascent of social credit systems and the consequences of digital currencies, delving into fundamental concepts of wealth and ownership. Why does this matter to you? Because armed with this knowledge, you'll be better prepared to navigate the intricacies of the present and future, ensuring that you retain control over your destiny in an increasingly interconnected world. Social credit systems and government overreach pose a threat to individual rights. In the midst of digital advancements reshaping our world, it's essential to pause and consider whether we are heading towards a future where personal rights take a backseat to government control. The worrisome dynamics of social credit systems are becoming evident in our society, particularly during challenging periods like the COVID-19 pandemic. Consider Jenny, a dedicated frontline worker with years of service. Despite her unwavering commitment during the pandemic, her inability to get vaccinated due to religious beliefs led to the denial of an exemption and potential termination. Jenny's experience reflects a broader issue where government decisions dictate people's access to economic opportunities and employment. Jenny's situation is not unique. Across various industries, employers faced pressure to dismiss those not adhering to vaccine mandates. This systematic sidelining of non-conformers bears a resemblance to China's social credit system, where everyday actions impact societal standing. The system monitors personal behaviors, attaching rewards or penalties, pressuring individuals to conform to a government-preferred narrative. Now, consider central bank digital currencies, CBDCs. These are digital representations of a country's currency centrally controlled by governments. While most people currently use digital currencies held by private banks, the introduction of CBDCs allows governments to directly control and monitor the flow of money. This potential unprecedented power over individual financial transactions could extend to aspects of personal freedom. Your digital wallet might disclose more than just spending habits. It could determine your societal value. In a future scenario, your digital wallet might restrict you from purchasing certain items deemed environmentally unfriendly or due to expressing an unpopular opinion online. These aren't mere science fiction but potential real-world consequences of merging social credit ideals with CBDCs. However, instead of succumbing to apprehension, let's adopt a proactive approach. Firstly, staying informed about technological and governmental shifts is crucial, understanding their implications on personal rights. Stay engaged, ask questions, and foster debates within your community on these topics. Secondly, advocate for transparency and policies prioritizing individual rights over unchecked government control. Only by bringing these emerging challenges to light can we hope to shape a future where technology serves us, rather than the reverse. The realignment of global financial powers is giving rise to a new financial order, transcending mere currencies and stock prices to become a complex interplay of power, influence, and strategic maneuvers that are reshaping our societies. Influential elites are driving these shifts, and the emerging financial paradigm poses a potential threat to individual freedoms and wealth creation. This isn't a plot from a thrilling novel but a reflection of the unfolding reality. Traditionally, a country's financial dominance was determined by its prosperity, debt management, and strategic acumen. Historical examples, such as Dutch tulip mania in the 17th century and the British experience during the Suez Crisis in 1956, illustrate how financial empires can rise and fall due to unforeseen challenges. The current superpower, the United States, appears to be following a similar trajectory, with signs of potential decline attributed to factors like excessive borrowing, domestic wealth distribution disputes, and a complex global landscape. Recent geopolitical moves, like the freezing of Russia's central bank reserves during the Ukraine invasion, raise questions about the trustworthiness of the US dollar as the world's reserve currency. Such actions highlight the potential weaponization of money, fostering global distrust and posing a threat to individual property rights, with the possibility of governments seizing assets without significant justification. Elite organizations, such as the World Economic Forum, WEF, contribute to the evolving social landscape. Originally focused on global management, the WEF now seems intertwined with broader economic and political narratives. Initiatives like the Great Reset suggest a future less reliant on individual ownership, favoring shared access and rentals. While seemingly speculative, the influence of organizations like the WEF, backed by major tech companies, underscores the seriousness of these ambitions. Technology, particularly wielded by giants like Google, Meta, and Amazon, plays a pivotal role in shaping the emerging financial and social order. Facebook's attempt to introduce its cryptocurrency, Diem, formerly Libra, is one example that has raised concerns about destabilizing traditional financial systems and concentrating power in the hands of a few tech entities. Additionally, data collection and monetization practices by these companies pose a looming threat to individual privacy, with potential implications for rights, freedoms, and democratic processes. The convergence of elite organizations, tech giants, and geopolitical strategies paints a picture of an evolving world order where the balance of wealth and power may shift away from the individual. Freedoms that were once taken for granted may face limitations, making it crucial for the collective future to comprehend the ongoing shifts. As history serves as our guiding light, it warns us of the perils of unchecked power and underscores the importance of preserving individual rights amid sweeping change. Institutions are burdening young individuals with debt, hindering their ability to accumulate wealth. For many, the once promising prospect of higher education has transformed into a daunting accumulation of debt rather than a pathway to a prosperous future. Consider the case of Emma, a recent college graduate filled with hope and potential. Despite earning her degree, she finds herself entangled in a system that appears to thwart her ambitions. Emma's predicament is not an isolated one but mirrors a prevalent challenge faced by today's youth. Higher education, once perceived as a gateway to prosperity, now often feels like a financial constraint for many individuals. The student loan debt in the U.S. has skyrocketed to an alarming $1.6 trillion at the time of writing. The magnitude of this issue isn't solely in the size of the debt but in the unfortunate reality that the return on investment, ROI, from a degree is not guaranteed. Ideally, student loans, like Emma's, should function as an investment that she can repay within a few years, reaping the benefits of her education. However, she finds herself ensnared, struggling to envision a future where her education yields dividends. While a decent post-graduation income should ideally provide a financial lifeline for graduates like Emma, higher earnings do not always translate to wealth creation. Monthly loan obligations often render even decent salaries insufficient. The burden of debt not only delays financial milestones but also personal ones, such as homeownership or starting a family. To understand how this situation unfolded, it is essential to recognize the role of the government alongside institutions. Policies like the removal of bankruptcy protections and the absence of underwriting standards have empowered colleges to inflate prices without facing significant consequences. While the intention may have been to facilitate education, the result has been a generation, exemplified by Emma, saddled with loans and struggling to embark on a sound financial journey. The complexity deepens when examining where the allocated funds truly go. College expenses extend beyond top-notch facilities and exceptional faculties. A considerable portion is directed towards administrative costs. The disproportionate allocation raises questions not only about the value for money but also about the true priorities of these institutions. In light of this, where does this leave us, and what actions can be taken? Firstly, it is crucial to approach higher education as a thoughtful financial decision, carefully evaluating the true ROI of a chosen field of study. Secondly, advocating for systemic change is imperative. By calling for transparency in tuition fees and endorsing loan structures that genuinely benefit students, there is hope to restore a balance in the scales. While the journey ahead may seem challenging for aspiring individuals, understanding the pitfalls and navigating with informed choices could serve as the guiding light towards a brighter, debt-free future. Secure your future by safeguarding your rights and broadening your asset portfolio. In an era challenging traditional notions of ownership, it becomes crucial to comprehend and assert our rights over a spectrum of possessions, from physical assets to digital footprints, especially as trends shift away from the conventional value of possession. Consider 4 specific steps to ensure you retain control over your destiny. To begin, let's discuss wealth and tangible property. It's not just about having money in the bank. Globally, affluent individuals have consistently recognized the significance of amassing tangible assets such as land, highlighting its enduring value. However, true ownership involves transitioning from mere expenditures to genuine investments. This entails eliminating non-productive debts and concentrating on productive assets, like real estate, which not only holds value but can appreciate over time. The key lies in distinguishing between spending and investing. Every penny directed toward a future that appreciates in value is a step closer to authentic ownership. The second step revolves around diversifying your investments. While stock markets may seem unpredictable, with the right strategy, they can yield significant returns. Instead of randomly selecting stocks, concentrate on companies with solid balance sheets and indisputable competitive advantages. Yet, avoid putting all your resources into one avenue. Diversify your portfolio, incorporating tangible assets. On that note, precious metals like gold have historically proven to be excellent safeguards during financial downturns. Their ability to retain value, especially when physical ownership is ensured, establishes a robust financial foundation. Moving forward, consider business equity. Whether you're an employee or an entrepreneur, the principle remains the same: possess a share of the enterprise. For employees, acquiring equity in your workplace, such as stock options, can be transformative. Business owners must comprehend the genuine value their business holds and safeguard it, especially during challenging periods. Develop an exit strategy and always maintain assets that can act as a safety net or alternative currency. Lastly, in this technological age, owning our digital presence is more vital than ever. Tech giants often dominate our digital spaces, functioning as contemporary town squares. While they host our conversations and content, it's imperative to remember that we own our voice, data, and personal narratives. Ensuring these platforms uphold free speech rights and remain accountable is integral to ownership. Consistency in applying rules and measures to prevent collusion between tech firms and the government is crucial. Think of it as owning a piece of land in the expansive digital world. You must protect your boundaries. This involves safeguarding both your digital and physical identity, prioritizing privacy, and minimizing reliance on invasive technologies. Own your space, own your voice, and most importantly, own your digital legacy. In conclusion, in the era of digital transformation, challenges emerge regarding personal rights and societal structures. The global financial landscape, shaped by government decisions, influential organizations, and technology giants, appears to be undergoing power shifts, posing potential threats to individual rights and wealth accumulation. Meanwhile, the appeal of higher education is juxtaposed with the weight of debt, prompting a reassessment of its actual return on investment. As traditional concepts of ownership undergo transformation, the significance of tangible assets, diversified investments, business equity, and digital presence remains crucial. By comprehending these shifts and proactively taking informed measures, you can navigate our evolving world, safeguarding your personal rights and retaining a sense of control over your destiny. Thank you for embarking on this journey of knowledge and inspiration with us. If you found value in our insights and seek more wisdom from the world's most impactful books, consider supporting our channel. I know from the stat that most of the listeners did not subscribe to the channel. Please don't hesitate to like, share, and subscribe to one of the finest book summary channels on the web. By doing so, you'll stay tuned for a continuous stream of uplifting, thought-provoking summaries that propel you into action. And in return to your favor, I will keep uploading the finest book summary and deliver on time as a promise to you. Let's embark on this quest for growth and enlightenment together. Happy reading, learning, and growing.